Dynamite. AW, little nigga, little bitch. Dynamite, little nigga, little bitch. We confused, little nigga, little bitch. And this going to lie, little nigga, little bitch. And explode, little nigga, little bitch. Dynamite, little nigga, little bitch. Dynamite, little nigga, little bitch.
I'm just gonna
AEW, little nigga, little bitch. Little nigga, little bitch. Little bitch. Little bitch.
Little nigga, little bitch. And now, you little nigga, you little bitch. The nigga that loves to hate to love. AEW NKB4. 20.
Little nigga, little bitch. Little nigga, little bitch. Little nigga, little bitch. Little nigga, little bitch. We at the Grand Slam. Little nigga, little bitch. We at the Grand Slam. Little nigga, little bitch. And I'm hitting them home runs. Little nigga, little bitch. Put it out the ashy. Put some lotion on them ashy knees. On them ashy knees. On them ashy ankles. On them ashy ankle jergens. We throw it up for the YWO. Yeah, we throw it up for the YWO. We at the Grand Slam. Little bitch, little nigga. We at the Grand Slam. Little nigga, little bitch. We at the Grand Slam. Little nigga, little bitch. We at the Grand Slam. We're a little bit. Little Grand Slam. Grand Slam. Grand Slam. We at the Grand Slam, nigga, little bitch. We at the Grand Slam, nigga, little bitch. Grand Slam.
Boy, Lil Wayne off the ring.
Lil Lip.
Oh man, that's another banger. Little nigga, little bitch.
Little nigga, little bitch.
That was not. I'm just gonna save my song for next week. That's not what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, we've used that one before. Yeah. It was still good though.
Mike. Do you know what day it is?
What day is
it? Is Hump Day. Yes, motherfucking Wednesday. So you know what that means. Dynamite hailing from before there was a Serena or Venus, there was an Arthur. I wear my cocoa butter before I serve Ash, New York. So here we go again.
The Queen Helene.
With the results. Side note, no Punk or Elite in the intro package. I don't know.
Includes that each week.
I'll just keep on leaving that. I don't want to change that for nothing. Yo.
Yeah, leave it.
The first match of this week's edition of Tony Khan better get them Dynamite numbers up because Paul runs the E. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was a match. For the second time in about a month, we get Les Champions. Chris Jericho versus Cesaro in a ROH world title match. And right off the top, Jericho shows no honor. And holy Benjamin Buttons, is Jericho really over his 50s while hitting a top rope Hurricane Rana on Claudio?
Come on, man.
But this match had all the big spots. A spine-board uppercut counter into a code breaker. Mm-hmm. Sharpshooter, uppercut. Lion Tamer, uppercut. Big swing, uppercut.
Say what?
Judas Effect attempt,
uppercut.
European.
Floyd the Bat sighting, then uppercut.
We haven't seen Floyd the Bat in a minute.
Low blow, then a Judas Effect, and you're new ROH champion, the Ayatollah Rock and Roller, the creator of the list, Jericho, the founder of the Inner Circle, and Kevin Owens' second best friend, the man who put the Rey Mysterious not Mysterio, and out until the leader of the 619 made a triumphant made a triumphant return at Spring Stampede, I think 420.
Ron Mysterio.
LOL. Y2J had all the JS and the YWO.
Hey, put him out there.
Not
to mention, he's a wizard.
I will say this too.
I
I get on here almost every week almost every week, and I'm like, Jericho still got it, bro. He proved that shit.
Yeah.
He
celebrating the Ocho
Look
with the
at
guy who was
Stephanie
responsible
Fine-Ass,
for going Jimmy Valiant Wrestling at camp 20 grams for me. Yep. Jericho was the final person that made me say, you know what? I'm short. I know I ain't the tallest, but I can do it.
There's hope.
But my body said, nah, nigga, fuck these bumps.
Ouch.
A couple years of that shit, I was like, you know what? I like my shoulders and my knees, and they hurting all the time.
Ouch. What's the beer I start off with if I go to a bar? Open up with a
Miller High Life.
At a bar?
Oh no, you probably go Michelob Ultra.
I do.
I'm
trying to stretch my
Nigga,
time.
Tom, calm down.
That's what the Ultra do, bro.
On the Killer Instinct side of the game. But really though, yeah, I got to drink those because I want to stretch my night out. You know, so that's a good beer to sip on. You know, keep the good times rolling and not make my night end quick.
You know what I do when I go to a club or a bar somewhere?
Yeah,
I start off with a Jack and Coke and a double shot of Fireball.
God damn, man ain't coming to play.
I ain't fucking around. I'm trying to get drunk.
I want to remember a little bit of my night.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Okay.
Now you saying it at your age, I understand.
I mean, no, I ain't never really been. I want to just go black out.
I want to be at home and be like, how the fuck did I get home?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
So you're still in the phase where when you get sick, you swear to God and everybody else that, man, this is the last time, I can't go through this no more.
I ain't never said that shit. Hey, it's for quitters. I ain't trying to quit.
This is the worst shit ever.
That shit happened to me. I'm like, fuck, that feels crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a shot be good right about now.
Oh,
when I get like that, I'm definitely on okay. So I can only drink that much of that. All right, word.
I've seen Drunk 420. It is not.
Y'all seen Drunk 420 a couple times on this show. I'm a lightweight.
It is not I've seen Drunk 420.
Talking about plastered.
This nigga wanted me to leave him in Lansdowne in the grass. Half his body's in the car. The other half is in the grass.
Why you gotta bring up bullshit?
I'm gonna leave him alone. Yeah, you don't want to see Drunk 420. And then he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight me.
From the inside.
He wanted to fight me. I'm like, nigga, you can't even open your eyes. And nigga, I can't.
Give him my keys though. I got it. I'm gonna make it there.
How? That was my question.
I'm in the floor of the passenger seat. You're not getting the best part of that. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
But you lay it at the floor of the car.
Yeah, and then look, my top part is out. I'm talking shit from the grass. Like I'm on.
I went to open the door. This nigga was in the car. I turn around. This nigga's half his body is out. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Look, why you bringing up bullshit? I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Niggas are still walking by outside and shit.
He all right? Should we rob him? I don't know. I feel bad for him. If I rob him, that's just, damn, that's fucked up to rob this little nigga right here.
It was bad.
Fuck you, Zurich.
But
Sir, how do you spell that?
Big claims, top of the chain, so I bet you know
Yeah.
New champ, shit, we went and got our belts back. Daddy asked at her asking for his son back. And you know this what we on. CM Punk gone, leave him alone. And we don't need the elite. We're the champs now. We are the elite. Ooh, sipping on his tea. Tony Khan, fucking pay me.
The Acclaim, nigga know the name. Got these hoes so untamed. You feeling like a lame, then watch The Acclaim. And scissor your daddy while you bang The Acclaim. Cause they new AEW champs, they Acclaim. Listen.
Scissor me, daddy.
Yo, Swerve and our glory hole lost the titles after FU by the Tan John Cena. But it wasn't that quick. Swerve hit a 450 leg drop on the whole clique. And that included Mr. Ass, who hit a famous sub behind the referee's back. Then Max hit a mic drop 1, 2, 3, and that's what you call a huge pop.
Y'all are forgetting something.
And the new tag team champs, Casted and Bowen, scissor me daddy ass. And fucking finally, Tony, you let the champs celebrate as the crowd goes donuts. 69 grams for me.
Let me be honest with you. My dad was like, what the fuck is wrong with you with there? I was like, oh, let's go. I was so lit, bro. I was so happy.
Yo, dope. Favorite match?
Yeah, and everything you said makes sense. We'll Swerve in our glory. That was cool, but hey, let's get back to singles action.
Did y'all see when Keith Lee they hit that motherfucker with that, what's that shit called? The fucking you know what I'm trying to say. I forgot what it's called. It was in the corner. Hit that shit. It's like a Panama Sunrise, but it's not. Sunset Flip Power Bomb. That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit looked crazy. I was like, damn, he's too big for that shit.
Oh, I mean, like I said, man, if you don't know.
Work does this. Look. This
because this match is replay worthy and fucking must see. You gotta watch this match.
You got to.
The pop, the energy, everything was just there, man. It was just there. Talking about telling good story, really quick story, but a good story nonetheless.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. That's everything that you wanted in a tag match. A tag win, by the way. I mean, God, how good does Arthur Ashe Stadium look?
Man, first of all, we didn't even talk about that on the first match. The venue, man. Like, I love when we see that. Like, somebody putting some detail into the fucking way your product looks.
The
stage,
yeah.
Like, I don't want to see the same stage with a different LED sign.
Like that's all out. And I mentioned the 420 earlier this week. I said I feel like GrandSlam should be the #1 pay-per-view for AEW.
Yeah.
The name itself, GrandSlam. The venue, it just felt like a big show. Pay-per-view that we got for free, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, All Out was just hey, here's a match, here's another match, here's another match, here's another
Dynamite.
match. Here's another match.
Yeah.
So earlier we talked about shows of the year.
Mm-hmm.
To me, SummerSlam easily is the best show of the year, right? If you want to have the argument about the second best show, I think GrandSlam has to be it. Rather it's weekly, rather it's pay-per-view, I rank this over Cardiff. I do.
Oh, man,
I do. I know, and I get it. But when you look at what happened on this show, when you talk about AEW being successful, even while Triple H is running stuff in the E, it's always going to come back to this show.
Yeah, that 5-star Walter versus Sheamus match.
You don't think we're going to get a 5-star match from this? Has Meltzer rated any of the matches off of this card yet? You don't get that tag match 5? I would give it 5.
Oh no, I think the first match was better.
For the fact that Jericho won with no honor.
Valid point. You don't give that 5?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about I'm talking about the first tag team match that they had. I would say the first one. Out. That one was better.
Yeah, I agree.
I just wish they would have pulled that
trigger then.
They would have pulled that trigger then. That should have been.
They would have pulled that trigger then. I wouldn't have been drinking no fucking penalty beer. So let's start there.
But then again, did we pull that trigger there because we also had a discussion like, well, damn, that's kind of early to pull it off and Swerve in our glory.
They just did it a week later.
Now, well, no. it makes so much sense now because if you split them up and you turn, this feud between fucking Swerve and Keith Lee, and Swerve turns into a big heel, and they both come out bigger on the other end of it. Yeah. It's definitely worth it because, I mean, the Claim being tag team, being homegrown all the way through, everything homegrown and becoming that, like, that's a big fucking deal.
And we may mention all they had to do as soon as they turn face, they're off to the races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, as long as they keep that edge about them, like, and by being AEW, they can keep that edge. It's not like, see, WWE, you can be like, man, those only got so long of a shelf life before they start making them do unicorn shit and dumb shit like that.
And they turn babyface.
Like in AEW, you can still be a fucking badass and be in fucking AEW. Like WWE, you go baby. Come here, let me kiss you. I know we got COVID and monkeypox, but come on.
A la Edge.
Spear. I hate it. Spear. But the Gun Club.
Pow.
Pew. Talking shit to FTR, and we settling up a number one contender match with the number one contender FTR because for some reason Creative had nothing for FTR.
Nada.
How do you not have nothing for FTR? They're not the best fucking tag team in the fucking
Creative.
world.
Boo you, Creative.
That's a terrible move from bad Creative.
Yeah, like,
do you think
come on
it's
now.
because the elites, the Undisputed Elite and the Elite are out? Maybe perhaps they had something that was going to go along with FTR?
So, if you would have kept things how it was going, I think the best move would have been to have Wardlow and FTR versus the Elite.
Okay.
And that's how you put those titles on them.
Okay.
Maybe. Who knows? But at the end of the day, them niggas ain't here, and I don't know if we ever gonna get them. I don't know when. Like
the Bucks.
I mean, damn.
They only gone for like a month, right? Or is it
like I wonder how long is this gonna go on?
Certain people already came back, like Pat Buck, several people.
Nakazawa, Daniels.
Yeah. So, man, I would say,
like, why did it have to get some? Like, I don't understand why we had to have like. I don't know. It just made no sense for motherfuckers to be doing some shit where y'all beating on each other, even though it is fucking stage fighting. Why did y'all get the police involved? Like, why
niggas fight every day, B.
Yeah, like,
niggas fight every day.
I ain't see the reason to. What we doing?
He threw a chair at that man's head and knocked him the hell out.
Well,
what do you mean?
I forgot about that.
Arrest that man.
Niggas get knocked out every day, B.
Arrest that man, bro. What are you talking about?
And you never
hit me upside my head,
and
bro.
you don't know what that concussion could have done. Like that lasting. Like at the end of the day, concussions are a motherfucker. Like
now, 15 years from now, this man in his car going crazy and ran his shit off a bridge or something.
God damn.
I mean, no, it happens though.
Yeah.
Like, fuck him, bro. Nah, you hit me in the head with a chair for real. I'ma sue you.
Yeah. And somebody should sue Willie Uta for giving that promo with Tony Schiavone, only to be interrupted by the biggest name in AEW, Maximum Jacobson Freemanson.
Who?
Michelson Jacobson. Michael Jackson freezes him.
Michael Jackson Freeway.
Not as visceral as the other weeks. And Wheeler shows why he needs Lord Regal speaking for him, as his voice is still in the 8th grade.
You should have just walked to the back. You should have just left. When you heard that D, you should have turned around and went on backstage.
They started brawling at the MJF said something about Lord Regal, which was broken up by the SAWFT Soft Giant W Mercy. And MJF even smacked around Tony Schiavone, which was the first time since he came back that he got booed. I feel sorry for Tony, as if this is the only way to get MJF heat is to fuck with Tony. It's going to be a long few weeks before they put that title on MJF.
Everybody loves Tony, man. Like
man, like, damn, that's the only way he get heat. Fuck.
Now, what you ain't going to do moment of the week, put your hands on Tony Schiavone.
Yo, that shit went instantly boo. Like, oh shit, why you beating on Tony?
Put your hands on Tony.
Like, nigga, goddamn.
Even I was like, oh damn, no. I don't care about nobody.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like
Come on, bro.
Tony.
I feel like somebody from the stand. If you put your hands on Jim Ross, I feel like somebody from the stand might have jumped over that bitch. Hell no, nigga.
You know what I was about to say? There's only one more step that he can take to garner heat.
Yeah.
He got to put JR through that table.
Whew, I don't know. JR can take anything now.
That son of a bitch.
I think the person to take something would be probably Shivani. He probably the only one who can take that shit.
They should do a show in Oklahoma and put JR through a table and see what the fuck happens to MJF.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you want to smack him because that can fuck everything too. We'll just smack.
Eric Bischoff kicked that nigga's face through a cinder block.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It was like, why'd y'all do that?
Kane set that nigga on fire. Triple H beat this mother. He drove.
Zero.
My bad. I'm breaking up. My bad.
Zero.
This nigga's.
She said I found information about your body.
I thought he said Zeri. I thought he said Zeri. He said Siri.
Zero.
Close.
But what ain't close is the beautiful chocolate Amazonian goddess.
Oh,
the
Jesus.
TBS champion,
Oh, Jesus.
Jade Cargill. The baddies and some peasants have a promo with Trina.
I wanted to lick Trina. Trina looked good. Trina looked good.
With Trina for some reason and Kiera Hogan's scissoring partner, Diamante.
Pull over the ass too fat. Girl, pull over that ass too fat. Girl, pull over that ass too fat.
You don't know.
We'll talk more about this match on the Rampage side of the games. Fatal 4-way where Tony Storm won.
Shit.
I didn't give a fuck about this match, as we just had a Fatal 4-way at All Out to crown the Dotman 211 championship. I mean the interim women's title.
Fuck you, nigga.
Interim, nigga.
Interims. The big story here is for some reason,
Yo, my
Jamie,
uncle had that exact car, the old blue Ford.
Hey, didn't turn on Dr. Broken Nose Baker, and fresh out of the bathroom from wiping off Consequences Creed Woods off a chin, Sarai, the former Paige, made her return to wrestling to a huge pop as all of the Death Triangle was wondering when the trio's title will be on the line soon. Cierro Mero.
So here's my thing, right?
Hold up. Pocket limp for the match. Square root of 69 for the match because she ain't
You know what? They had a thing about Saraya being 0-0 in trios matches, and I was like,
that's what made me give him with the joke.
I was like, she should at least have a draw because that shit.
She had them boys taking turns. They couldn't deal with it. They had to take turns.
Bro, I saw that shit. I was like, I want to.
Bruh,
Can I go 1-on-1 with him?
yeah.
See what happens.
I want to.
Let your shit go deep. Let you detox some of that about you.
Yeah.
Because
See
you was
what
letting them
happens
niggas go raw.
when
Nigga,
you turn-
you was letting
that
them
was
motherfuckers go
crazy.
raw.
When you turn
But
the
I'm not
camera
going wrong.
on.
Nah.
But I still want to see.
Nigga, I'm
what
putting
that
dental
about.
dam on my nuts.
When
What you
you
mean?
turn,
But you still, I still want to find out what they're talking about.
Yeah.
when you turn the fucking camera on, you could have did anything else. We know that you're basically one of the reasons why the women's revolution happened in women's wrestling.
Yeah.
You did it very. You have your own movie that was directed. What about a rock?
And she was 21 when she did all of this.
But the thing that niggas remember the most is the trios, the triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good look. It's not
But
a
I
side
know me
note,
in middle school watched that shit at least 2 times a week.
good- 2 times.
I think, side note,
12, 13-year-old me was like, whew.
side note, Athena finally looked like Ember Moon from NXT days.
Yes,
She got a lot of offense in.
got new music too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like that presentation.
Yep. They needed to do something a little bit different with her. I didn't get the whole why she was looking like a chump. Anyway, y'all could have just had her. They could have made her a big deal, like you know how CM Punk came back, like who's gonna be her first match? Like y'all should have put a better presentation for her. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
And that's
I feel like this is what you should do with Paige. Paige should just not be wrestling on dark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't be wrestling on Elevation, none of that shit. Like, we should be waiting to hear her first comments, waiting to see what she's going to do. Like, if it's going to be her and Britt Baker, like, Britt got to come out there. She got to come out there and talk about you sucking dick. Like, we got to get that. Like, you got to be okay with this, because if they don't say nothing about it,
that's a part of your history, girl.
You got to be okay with it. Like, it ain't never going away. Like,
you can't ignore it.
Nah. I mean, to me, you should just went away from wrestling, period, if you wanted to get away from it.
And I would respect her even more if she owned up to it.
Oh,
accountability, man.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you
were just a chick that got on camera, who got her privacy, motherfucker, took advantage of.
I want to see her feud with Jade Cargill. Then I want to see Trina talk about that bitch sucking dick.
Oh, man.
Boy.
They got Brad Maddox the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Boy, I want to see Trina, like, letting,
I mean, that depends if that sticks.
Was it a one-off?
Yeah.
No, it ain't no one-off. And then I want to see Paige be like, you don't know now, ho. Because that would be...
But
I do know one hoe.
Before you go any further, can we talk about how hood Grand Slam was? We had Fabulous come out there with Swerve in Our Glory. DJ Who Kid was out there as well.
Yeah.
We had a West Side Gun sighting as usual.
Yeah.
Not to mention Trina there.
Not only a West Side sighting. We had they actually acknowledged West Side Gun Christopher Jericho does on Rampage.
Hey, how about it?
There's a Darby promo when he was riding around with a person in the body bag. In the pain, and you know the pain. I'm insane, leave him lane. Looking like a drain. Crane.
The pain.
Veins. Danielson and Mox already battled before. Remember when Y2J Brian had a chop off? Well, Mox said, hold my beer. As they was punching the shit out of each other in the face. In the motherfucking face. Y'all stupid as hell. Dumb as fuck. Stupid shit.
And
dumb as fuck. Brian should have won, but
every time Danielson got pushed in the face, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
You do know.
God damn.
You do know what happened. Speaking of which, he's on television now.
I've been watching this match. Like, this was fucking fire.
Brian should have won, but from the promos leading up to there was no way out, not P. Diddy album, but No Way Out. Mox was going to lose, especially after a Death Ride on the stage and a choke out to Brian. And the new...
He told him, let it go.
3-time AEW champion, while MJF was just watching with the chip in hand.
We know what this is. Mox is about to beat the AEW Ric Flair.
Might be,
and also that's a consolation prize for Moxley he was going to go on vacation for a little while. So, all right, you're going to keep me on TV. Let's give him the belt. And I think it's also going to set up a bigger win for Bryan Danielson somewhere. I think he still has a title run.
Bryan Danielson is going to take it off of MJF.
But do you understand how much, like, not saying it tarnished,
or do we give him the TNT championship?
Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
We give him the All-Atlantic, and he gets to do all the overseas shit that he wants to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what we do. And we're not going to make him world champion, man. Come on now. He ain't going to do nothing but make that title mean something.
Yeah.
Because Pac is challenging motherfuckers I don't care about.
So,
like, literally, everybody he's challenged I don't care about.
So,
except Orange.
I want to see Bryan Danielson versus Tanahashi. I want to see Bryan Danielson versus... what's his name? Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
I want to see Bryan Danielson versus Okada. Is Okada really what he say he is? I want to see him with Bryan Danielson. I want to see Bryan Danielson versus... Fuck it. You know what? Triple H is at the helm. I want to see Bryan Danielson versus Carmelo Hayes. I want to see Bryan.
You know that ain't
okay. Now, also, I thought he was going to pull the trigger at
Braun Breaker.
I thought he was going to pull the trigger at...
Solo side, baby.
You got one more in you.
I'm out of names.
I thought MJF was going to pull the trigger here at Grand Slam. Prick. But it didn't happen. So I'm saying they're gonna end up at Cincinnati according to MJF. What better way to get a title win than is in Jon Moxley's hometown? Let's take that title off of him in Cincinnati.
I didn't know that was happening in Cincinnati. That would be hilarious.
God damn, nigga, you need a nap now?
And then he should put JR through a table.
Man, I'm telling you, that would be one of the craziest. But that should be crazy as fuck. But like, definitely, you could have added maybe like two more of the matches, two of the main matches from Grand Slam 2, 2 or 3, and made this what All Out should have been. This is what All Out should have been.
Like I said, this should be the flagship pay-per-view for AEW's Grand Slam. Just the name alone it just sounds big.
What's your last shots?
The Acclaim finally won the belt to this bitch. The Acclaim. I'm so happy for those guys.
The whole show, man. I can't pinpoint, like, you had Soraya's return. You
The
had
Acclaim.
Okay, that's cool, but the whole show.
The Acclaim. I don't even call it the Grand Slam. It was AEW Dynamite Acclaim.
AEW Acclaim Slam.
Yeah,
that was probably definitely my favorite part. You know, it got its own little song, so you know that was my favorite part.
Yep. I'll say I enjoyed the whole show. Big pay-per-view feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurry up. It's Friday, so you know what that means. Rampage coming from the same place that Dynamite did. So here we go again with the results of the matches and shit. We start with the 12th time we seen Darby Sting and little boy Allen.
Oh, the pain.
And the pain, and the pain, and the pain. Those pain go insane. Yep. Versus the House of Black in a no DQ tag team match. And you know how these start. Sting and a new boy jumped them during.
They didn't wait. Look, we got the drop on. Let's get them now.
During the entrance and nothing but chaos for about 10 minutes. Sting got pushed through 2 tables.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Man, I had to go straight to it. Sting got pushed through 2 tables where he smacked his head on the second table. And not to be outdone, Darby climbed the stage structure and said, did a coffin drop on Murphy. Sting got handcuffed. Then a Great Muta made his debut after the lights went out and sprayed green mist in the eyes of Murphy, who bumped into Julia Hart.
Oh, my God.
Who missed the whole fucking table and hit her head on the concrete.
Maybe her ankle hit the table. Everything else hit the floor.
God, that shit was horrible. She just went, not only hit the floor, but went under. Oh, damn.
Well, help me.
I remember watching. I was like, oh, shit.
Nigga, I had that same real. Oh!
She was dead. Death drop for the win as the legends pose in the ring when Darby, who went through a table with Brody off the stage, was getting attended to by the doc.
Nigga got split open. Nigga was bleeding everywhere down there on the floor. It was so bad.
What you rate?
Nigga, pain.
And the pain.
I'll rate this an Advil.
Yeah, we got pain.
I'm giving this a concussion and a sprained ankle.
But man, like for the
concussion beer. What?
It's a headache.
Oh.
Sprained ankle shot.
I mean, for me, Great Muta and Sting in the ring at the same time, that brought back my childhood.
Yeah.
We seen Sting and Muta at Roanoke Civic Center, Great American Bash Tour.
Yeah.
And for Muta to be doing it for so long, this is his farewell tour.
Mm-hmm.
Sting's gonna be a part of that. But that shit brought me
Sting and Kuji Moto.
Yes, it brought back goosebumps. It gave me goosebumps just seeing those both legends in the ring. Good shit.
It was cool. That was definitely a dope little moment for me. Definitely because I've seen both of them
and
in
Muta
person.
Was such a trendsetter, man. You talk about but Japan Muta was violent.
Well, Action Bronson, a.k.a. White Spoiler Bear, was gassed up.
Why you always all on my back?
Was gassed
Why
up.
you gotta do me like that?
Where he barely could get out the entrance song, and him and Hook squashed 2.0 tandem red rums for the win, and a good moment with the New York crowd.
The epitome of
'Cause
sports
you treat me like shit.
entertainers.
I pray for the bed and never even slept in it.
In another nothing match, Squash Wardlow and Samoa Joe beat Joe sometimes and Tony No Gimmick Knees.
Damn, so is Wardlow hurt?
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Because I remember he grabbed his knee when he was on the outside, and
Yeah.
Joe pretty much finished the match. But it looked like, I guess it may have just been a false alarm.
Who knows? I mean, or maybe they was trying to sell it, but make it look like they was gonna do something. But what do we need these matches for if they don't hold nothing?
That one held nothing.
It was just a waste of time. Like, we could have been building up something for this month. Like, why we ain't build nothing for Wardlow? Like, what's the purpose of not building nothing for Wardlow?
We have, if you paid attention.
Oh,
What?
That's what we're doing with Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. That's what that is. Say whatever you want. That's what that is.
What?
I gotta see how we get to
TNT title.
Yeah.
and see how we get there. No, before you go any further, I forgot to say. So y'all gonna give Jon Moxley 7 seconds to celebrate his AEW championship?
Yep.
Man, he ain't did Claim. Yeah, fuck
Claim
John,
got
John Moxley
everything.
John Moxley that had this belt.
It's the AEW championship.
He
He was
been-
supposed to get more than 7.
he
As
done-
soon as this nigga put
done
Bryan
been
Danielson to sleep, the damn credits rolled.
You didn't even know what was going on with Daniel Bryan and
No.
when he snatched the belt, because it was already gone. I was like, well,
Exactly.
I guess
You
he's
want
gonna be.
but you
put
want me
in-
to be honest with you? You want to know how I would have booked this? I would have just had him wake up in the bed next to Renee and be like, "Oh, that was a bad dream you had losing to CM Punk," and he wake up still the champion.
Great
That's
story.
how I would have did it.
Great storyline.
Sure.
That's how I would have did it. But no, they actually gave him a fucking match. They did better than I would. This shit wouldn't have been on the card, and the Claim would have main evented.
I mean, there ain't no reason why you couldn't have had a Claim main event.
Switch the order of the matches.
You couldn't. There's no reason why you couldn't. That shit would have bop. I like that match, and that's the reason why I had to go with the Acclaim being my Roach clip.
Okay.
But it's just what you just knew it. You just knew they weren't gonna pull the trick on Daniel Bryan, and I feel like he the one that took the worst out of all of this. He took the worst out of this situation, because when the Elite come back and Kenny Omega come back, like, you're gonna just be happy to see him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be served. That's gonna cause a split, which they can go back to being heels or whatever the fuck they want to do. Which I think would be the best thing for the business, being the guys that they need to beat, the authority figures and all that shit.
But we still have Adam Cole, who I don't know when he comes back.
Oh, I know when he comes back.
Oh, I know too.
I know when he comes back.
When they sign Luke Gallows and it's either when they sign Luke Gallows or Carl Anderson, or when they sign fucking Roger Strong, because Roger Strong is definitely the other member, the other tag team member in Undisputed Era.
But does he stay in NXT now that Paul Levesque is to go?
No,
He wants to be with his wife.
He already
I
told
agree.
you. He already told you he wants to be with his wife, and he wants to be with his best fucking friend. His best friend is Adam. Adam Cole is his bro.
So it's Kyle O'Reilly, Cole, and
Strong.
Strong.
Roddy Strong,
Bobby Fish, nigga, you went to Impact.
which was pretty dope, by the way.
I mean, somewhere he can do something.
Yeah, I mean, if you
It's better than nothing.
He wants to be the top guy. Where else is he gonna go?
I mean, ain't nobody.
NWA Power.
Ooh, that would have been fire too.
Yeah.
But
That would have been a way bigger. Like, oh, you might can't get the belt here.
Yeah.
I don't think you gonna be able to get the belt and fucking Impact.
he'll get the belt in Impact.
You think so?
You know,
Well, they gave it to Eddie Edwards.
they're gonna put the belt
They
on him
gave
in
that.
Impact.
You know, they gave that. You know, the reason why they gave that belt to Eddie Edwards. He took that shot to the face. That's the whole reason why they gave that belt. To, like, man,
Talking about with the
God.
bat?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That shit was
God.
horrible,
Oh,
man. When I
God.
seen it, I'm like, oh man.
Look at Dean Ambrose.
They're gonna give him the belt in Impact, and then he's gonna come up to AEW He's gonna challenge Adam Cole for it and lose it.
Ooh,
Or Christian again.
After the match, Powerbomb Symphony to Tall Drake Maverick. And at this point, I'm like, why the fuck is this Rampage 2 hours? And why wasn't Joe versus Wardlow for a TV title unification match?
That part.
Jungle Boy finally beat Sin Cara. El Generico. Mexicals. Ray Phoenix. As we already seen, this gets no review. Christian distracted Jack Perry as Luchasaurus destroyed Jungle Boy.
Again.
Why wasn't this match on the card? Shaking my head. Come on, Tony.
We just had a good Grand Slam on Wednesday, and now this Rampage is just...
Like, why couldn't we just have Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy? That would have made all the sense to have on here. You know what I'm saying? Why are we having...
I guess that's going to be set up
nothing match.
Full gear.
Okay. Jazz celebration with the Ocho. Y2J as Daniel Garcia, not The Rock's ex-wife, tried to talk, but he said we can speak on Diamante.
Man, the whole fact that Jericho won that title with no honor is...
Yeah.
And people are questioning, why did they give it to Chris Jericho? Well, who better than Chris Jericho if they are trying to shop for a TV deal? Put the title on him.
Who better to make y'all give a fuck about the title?
Yeah.
Not saying there's nothing about Claudio's fault, but I feel like undertaking ROH in the same space with AEW was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like y'all know how to book that much content at one time. Mm-hmm. Like I said before, there needs to be a decrease in all these titles that they have currently. Like, to me, you can keep, I don't know if Ty and Sammy Guevara are still the little intergender tag champions or whatever. Like, you can keep, they can keep that. But like all these extra tag titles, you don't need that. All the Ring of Honor shit, just split that shit. So like it can be a AEW star that's on ROH and AEW that might have a title every once in a while that, shows up with, they're the pure champion, but they're in Blackpool Combat Club.
From what it looks like to me, I just think Tony Khan may need to spread some of that responsibility out to people who he can trust to run those shows.
I'll do it. I'll book Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Nigga, I ain't gonna even front. You give me motherfucking Rampage, and I'll turn that whole shit around.
Give me Ring of Honor. You'll take Rampage. I guess Tony's doing Dynamite, so that means you will have to go to the E.
Oh, I've been doing the E. You get that 24/7.
I'll have motherfucking Dark and motherfucking Rampage, motherfucking booming.
Because I need to get R-Truth back on television in the E anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Oh my God, bro. Put R-Truth in the Maximum Models.
Oh man. Oh man. You know how funny that should be? Just to have R-Truth. Well, now that probably won't happen. So if you get R-Truth to feud with him, who was you having as R-Truth's partner?
A feud between R-Truth and the Maximum Models?
Yeah, like who's like his tag partner? Damn, if Titus wasn't so garbage, man, he would be
Little
perfect.
Jimmy.
Who's gonna be Little Jimmy?
Little Jimmy's
Hornswoggle.
God damn.
Oh, I know who you can have be Little Jimmy. Fuck that. Bring Big Show back as Captain Insano.
Oh, boy.
Just bring Big Show back. Big Show and fucking R-Truth would be a perfect little gimmick tag team. They can probably win the tag titles at least once, and it's Big Show and R-Truth. Shit.
Big Show can walk.
Yeah.
Captain Insano.
Captain Insano being the real Lil Jimmy would be hilarious. Eddie
Shazam.
Eddie Kingston, aka Dotman drunk with a rusty razor, versus Sammy Guevara in a match where Kingston beat the shit out of Sammy the whole time and made him tap out. Got that huge pop from the crowd, but like Spoilermayne with the wrong Whopper, but he already started eating. He ain't letting go. He ain't letting go of Sammy even after the ref and security tried to break them up. The ref then reversed the decision and awarded the match to Sammy. 5 grams for me as the reversal was a new thing for the company.
So old school. So old school.
I ain't seen that shit in forever.
It was like, what was the last one we seen? I think Bret Hart versus Jerry King Lawler when he had him in the sharpshooter. Fucking half an hour. Niggas was talking to him. Let him go. You ain't gonna let him go? You ain't gonna let him go? Nope. Sting. Also Sting had Ric Flair in the Scorpion Deathlock for having, and it took Lex Luger to come out there and say, all right, nigga, that's enough. And then Sting let it go and walk to the back. I was laughing at this shit at the end because Sammy Guevara sold that shit like, nigga, I won.
I mean, look, it looked like they was professional all through. I don't know, man. He clawed at that nigga's face. I was like, God damn.
He said, you're still a fat fuck. But I guess they had a conversation. And, you know, the suspension happened with Eddie Kingston. But look, if them niggas can resolve the shit, then
all you gotta do is be professional. You ain't gotta like nobody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this
it's a business.
Yeah. So,
which is why I want to see CM Punk May Steel versus the Young Bucks on TV.
It's a lot of money there.
There's still a lot of money there. Jake beat Kiera's Munchbox and Trina turned on Diamante. And Trina turned on Diamante for some reason. It's like getting a shotgun hit, but the person giving you a shotgun is wet mouth and spit all in your face.
Look, was I hearing things, or did I see Jay Cargill in one of those segments when Diamante was there? It's like, man, this your bitch, ain't it?
Ain't that your girl?
Cause you don't know now, ho. Been the places I be.
All right. So are y'all like me? Did that not the turn made no sense? And it was like she accompanied her to the ring, and like, wait a minute, Trina is not at the ring, nigga. She never came down. She went to the top of the ramp and went to the side. Like, what are we doing?
Well, the whole time I was like, well, this is a miscast because Trina should be with the baddies.
Yeah. Like, why would you even be with Diamante anyway? To me, you should have the whole story. You should have told us like Kiera Hogan is dating Diamante. Y'all make a feud, kind of like you ride with me, and you know I lick your box out every night. Like you ain't gonna ride with me, you ride with this bitch. But I'm the one giving you the plastic.
I got on the carpet land T-shirt.
Come on now, I got the motherfucking dildo.
Let's keep it 100, bro. Let's keep it 100, bro. If I was gonna fantasy book this shit, right? I think I would have Trina. Them be with Jada until she breaks Goldberg's undefeated streak. If Trina's gonna, what I saw, Trina's gonna be around a while.
I didn't see that. I seen this as one off.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's say she does stick around a while. I would have Trina and the baddies turn on her ass. Have Trina be the one to cheat her. TBS champion Kiera Hogan. It's gonna be one of the baddies to do it.
You know what I think that what story they might be trying to tell, depending on how injured she is and how what work she been doing when she was out. Red Velvet.
Yeah.
She might can be the one to come out and like, y'all replace me.
Yeah.
At least you got a story right there because I don't, they have certain times they just not booking Jay, and Jay not being booked well. Only reason it saves Jay not being booked well is because she's Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like she demands. Like when you see her on screen, you pay attention to her. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like every time. Like
Lord, I do too.
I pay attention to Jay Cargill as well. She's bad. Matter of fact, we got the new Papa Bowls where I put the pizza in the bowl without the crust. Yeah, the toppings without the crust.
No, really?
Yes.
I'll go get one of them today.
Get a Papa Bowl.
Hey,
she's that bitch. She's that bitch. The bad bitch.
I want a shakaroni bowl.
You will never got them rings without Kobe.
Hey, fuck you, Chuck.
You will never got them rings without Kobe.
Until you watch this, Chuck.
Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, carried your fat ass up and down the court.
Look at this.
Caught up and down the court.
Look at this, Chuck.
Caught up and down the court.
Even my cell phone rings, Chuck.
In the when did they change this match to a lights out match of the night? We've had enough talk. It's time for the main event. As Hobbs gave Starks a backdrop on the chairs when they were arranged back in.
Oh, God.
That was the most horrible spot. But that's all you're gonna cover because because this match is must see and replay worthy. We get the win to Starks, who hit a dangerously close Big E neck breaker style Rochambeau. My question is, what do we do next for these two as they're one apiece, tied?
So, dude, is this the way I see it? If it's lights out, this is it.
Nah, man, he gotta do one more.
One more? You want to see one more?
Whose fault is that?
Tony.
Whose fault is that you don't want to see this? Whose fault is that you're not invested in this more than you should be? Tony. It's no way that you came out of with those promos they were giving, the blood they spilled, the quickness of like the way that Hobbs beat him so quick, man. That next day, he should have been a second or third promo on that first Dynamite. So much attention should be given to these shows. But I think what's fucking a lot of AEW's progression is probably their motherfucking contracts. All that free time you're giving off.
Okay.
You're not able to build feuds. You're not able, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'll get 4 months of time off and I want 1 month after 2 months, 1 month after 2 months, like you can only build for so long. You know what I'm saying? If the person's going to be taking this much time off and this shit like that and all this, like they get random times off. I feel like he should tighten up his belt with all that inter-promotional shit. Because if everybody got random dates and then like you see a popular wrestler, he comes on and he's there for 2 weeks. Like look at case in point, Pac with the all American title.
That's the title.
Yeah, he won the title and then you didn't see him for weeks. Like you seen a previously recorded match that he had somewhere else on Dark.
Yeah, defending elsewhere besides where it should be defended.
Like y'all not tying them loose ends. Y'all tie loose ends with the main storyline, but a lot of these subplots just get thrown away, and that needs to fucking tighten up.
That should be definitely a core roster to where they're exclusively to AEW, and you don't have them elsewhere.
I mean, I feel like the more and more you become more prominent and a fixture of the company, you probably need to arrange your dates a little bit more. You probably need to change some shit up a little bit more. You probably need to like, all right, this is your fucking contract, but we're going to have to be able to finagle a little bit. I'm going to give you this freedom, but if I'm booking you in a major storyline plot and I'm booking you, strongly right now, you don't just need to take a couple weeks off just in the middle of this run.
Oh, you're a fan. What do you know? You ain't in a business. You don't know what you're talking about.
I do know that fucking Wardlow was one of the hottest things in TV.
Yeah.
It was one of the biggest names on TV.
And had opponents.
Yeah.
He had opponents that he could take on, but we get Ward Joe instead.
I mean, case in point, why them two ain't beefing?
Come on, Tony. Make it make sense, Tony.
Well, after that rant, what's y'all's last shot?
Trina.
Okay.
She thick as hell, boy.
Yeah.
Trina.
The Great Muta and Sting.
Okay, I changed mine. It's the Great Muta and Sting.
How did you not talk about Liv Morgan going ape shit on
It's in my notes. I had to pee.
Right up, man.
Oh yeah, we forgot all about that. Yeah.
I had to pee. She went stupid.
I was like, "There's a grass stain on the
forehead." Oh man, the whole senton from the top rope.
Kendo stick out, hit her with it, senton to the table. It was crazy.
Do you hate Liv Morgan on TV?
I do.
No, I mean, look, I didn't give a fuck about none of that until the table spot. You know,
table.
Like, because even her going wild with the kendo stick, I was like, okay, that's it.
And
that's all they're gonna do.
She pumped fake then.
Yeah. Oh man, where can they find you at?
Hey man, look, we're on Twitter, man. Let's get them followers up, man, on Twitter, man. Hayes Hops and Turnbuckles on Twitter.
But
also Google me, hoes Dotman211.
Hey man, it's big _miles 540 everywhere. You can actually Google me now. Things pop up.
Man, Google all this shit, man. The motherfucking YouTube, the motherfucking page,
everything.
all the
Facebook
shit.
page, Twitter page,
Reddit.
Instagram, Reddit,
You're missing out if you ain't fucking around with us.
Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I heard it was on Google Podcasts. If you still use that, listen to us there.
Man, it's NKB420, and you have now been listening to the most unapologetic wrestling podcast and all the handles on the internet and all the bowels of Wi-Fi. A nigga just talking about some haze.
Hops.
And turnbuckles.